So I want to get started and just get into the video. Today I'm going to be drawing noses. I pull these references from unsplash.com. I will have a link down below. So let's get started. This first one is at an interesting angle, which for the first nose, I think it'll be fun. So right now I'm just going to go with the shapes that I see. Okay, so the next thing that I'm going to do is add a little bit more detail within the nostril itself. So the next part that I want to work on is adding in shading. So I am going to darken up the nostril. So the next part I'm going to do is just this outer side of the nose. It has a little bit of a deeper shadow. Not too deep, but deep enough. And then I'm going to shade right above the nostril here. Just thinking what I want to add into this area. And I don't think I want to go in and do the eyes and everything. I'm just going to keep it kind of simple. And he's wearing sunglasses, so that's where these would go right about here. Because his eyes, I believe, are in this section here. And then the sunglasses would come down. Here I am drawing the eyes, and I said I wasn't going to draw the eyes. They're irresistible. I think just adding in a little bit of the eyes here definitely helps kind of bring the image together, or their drawing together, not so much the image. Just a heads up, I don't know if I'm going to do this with all of the nose references. I just felt like this nose was missing something, and I also got a little carried away. We are just gonna roll with it. Okay, so the next reference is this lady here, and she has more of a almost straight on nose. So I'm just going to add a circle here and another circle here, and then there is a little ball right in front, like so. And then this one is actually just a little bit smaller. And then I'm going to curve this nostril like so, and then kind of do the same thing on this other side. And I'm sure you noticed, but I did not start drawing these noses the same. I think I've mentioned it before, but I always go in thinking that I'm going to draw something similar. Like if I'm drawing noses like I am now, then I think I'm going to draw them each the same, at least starting out by going with the shapes. But I guess I did with this one too. I just used circles, and this one's more like a Loomis or Riley method type nose. So I noticed that there's a shadow that comes up and around the ball of the nose here, and then it comes inward just a little, and then out to go back to the eye. And then this side of the nose has a small shadow, but not too much, because this left side is where the shadow, or where the light is. I'm looking at this reference, it is a little bit harder to use. That's only because of the raindrops. I think I'm gonna try to draw those raindrops, but we're gonna see. I don't know for sure. I just really liked her face, honestly. It wasn't necessarily about the nose. Alright, so let's try to do this. I'm going to start with this baseline here, and then I'm going to go outwards with the nostrils. The center part of the nose, I'm going to just add that right here. I don't want to always act like I know what I'm talking about when it comes to art, because I don't always do things the same every single time. And I feel like with art, you have to do it to really understand how something works, or how you see what you're looking at, and how you're able to mimic that image onto paper. As I am drawing this out, I'm curious what things you enjoy drawing. Like what do you like? Because I do draw a lot of portraits, mainly because I just like drawing faces, but sometimes I can feel a little bit stuck. So when I'm not drawing faces, I will draw like bunnies, and because right now it's around Easter, I'll also use my 642 Things to Draw book when I have no ideas of what to draw, or I'll join a Draw This in Your Style, and those I don't always post on social media, but I do them. I like drawing fruits, foods really, because your girl likes to eat. So let me know, what things do you enjoy drawing? Or if you don't draw, what creative things do you do? And if you don't do anything creative, what do you do for fun? I want to know. Okay, so his nose is actually almost done. I didn't pick the best reference. I feel like I picked his nose just because of the angle and kind of the shape of it, but honestly, there's not a lot of shadows in this reference, which is a bit unfortunate. Cool, that one's done. Alright, on to the next. And this is an older lady. She has a lot of shadows in her nose. I really like the ball of her nose, and I like that this reference is black and white. And then the next thing, so for the bottom of our nose here, I am gonna fix that up just a little bit because I have it pointed, but in the reference it's actually pretty rounded. And then I want to add the bridge of the nose. nose is at a slight angle. We've got her nostrils about here, and then the center of her nose is here, and it comes up and over at an angle here, and then her eye is about here. Gonna put it up here. I think I picked this one just because the angles of her nose seems kind of witchy. And this time I'm gonna put an angle here for this section of the nose, and then another one here, and then I'm just gonna come straight up, well, at an angle. This shading is kind of tricky, but not too bad. Okay, so this side, her left, our right, is where the light is coming from. So I'm going to come inward like this, and then she has a small highlight on the bridge of her nose, and it comes outwards. This one is at an angle as well. It's pointed downwards. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know which one of these noses is your favorite and what feature do you want to see me draw next. I've already done eyes and this video was noses. So leave a comment down below and let me know what you would like to see next. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.